June 14, 1989. It's a warm, clear Saturday in Florida when tragedy strikes. A shelter is flooded by highly radioactive material. Over the course of a year, poor management and negligence leads to thousands of deaths and the creation of a monster unlike anything our world has known. The Florida Everglades, days before the Shelter 54 incident. The genetic engineering company Biollante has a pipe burst underneath their facility. The contamination reaches parts of the Everglades and causes a mutation in a small mosquito population, causing them to grow to extraordinary size. Dr. Nico Tatopoulos first observed the mosquitoes while monitoring the activity of Subject 17 in Mexico. His research team followed the swarm to the sites of several other superfauna as they fed. They named the invasive species of mosquito Skeeterra. The Skeeterra swarm returned to Florida, where it attracted the attention of Subject 16. This is when the Shelter 54 incident began. Shelter 54 was a Class C anti-superfauna shelter developed in the late 1960s. Like most coastal shelters, it featured an underground hydroponic system in case of extended stay. Being a Class C shelter, its contamination protocols required manual operation. Civilians were taking cover in Shelter 54 when Subject 16 landed a fatal blow on the large female Skeeterra. Anthony Harris and Stephen Kessler were the UNGCC operators of Shelter 54 at the time of the incident. Stephen Kessler was speaking to a group in the shelter common room. Anthony Harris was at the main entrance helping the remaining civilians enter. After Skeeterra was crushed, her internal organs and collected blood rushed down into Shelter 54. The entrance was flooded with over 200,000 gallons of radioactive fluid. Stephen ran from the main room to investigate the noise when he was drowned. Stephen never secured the main door. The following phone call is the last known communication from Shelter 54. Due to the intense radioactivity, Shelter 54 wasn't properly explored until 5 days later. It was considered a complete loss of life.
shelter corridor is completely flooded with organic tissue. The smell is horrible. It looks like tendrils are growing from the shelter door. Plant-like in nature. I'm getting a massive radiation reading from inside. My God. This is impossible.
In the main chamber, a massive botanical growth had taken over the room. The victims inside had not just been consumed by the organism, but were a part of it, as were the plants from hydroponic storage. The hybrid organism, at this time referred to as Subject 19, was hidden from the public. After being extracted, Subject 19 was transported to a UNGCC lab near Yokohama, Japan. Research on the organism was led by Dr. Akira Shiragami, whose superfood research was slowly helping regrow the world after the smog attacks of the 1970s. Subject 19 was contained in a water tank with artificial sunlight. Dr. Shiragami estimated as many as 15 victims were being kept alive within the deep tissue of the mass. Medical extraction was ruled out when it was discovered the victims had been anatomically rearranged and conjoined together. The only victim that scientists were able to make contact with was 17-year-old Erica Johnson, who had not yet been fully merged. Using infrared machines that function based on eye and muscle movements, Dr. Shiragami was able to communicate with her.
This is initial communication test with Subject 19. Hello. Can you hear me? Am I speaking with Erica?
Yeah.
Good. My name is Dr. Shiragami. I'm a scientist here to help you with your condition. Can you see your surroundings? Smell? Feel? Anything?
I see life.
Are you in pain, Erica?
Yes. We all hurt.
You're able to feel the others?
I am everyone.
Despite the efforts of myself and my team, I believe the mutation has become unstable. For the sake of the victims, this may be a blessing. But why do I feel so conflicted? I thought the world could never recover after the smog attacks. But now in my possession is the solution. I've spent my career strongly opposing the use of Godzilla DNA, but it may be my only option.
On October 22nd, Dr. Shiragami began transfusing the organism with Godzilla cells for their regeneration property, G1. Subject 19 had taken on the form of a rose and grew beyond expectations.
Erica, are you there?
Yes.
I've noticed you've begun responding less and less. Is something wrong?
Something bad inside. Leave. Won't leave.
I'm sorry, Erica. Unfortunately, you must remain under observation a little longer.
Kill me. Kill me.
Dr. Shiragami reported that in the days following the incident, Erica had fully merged with the rest of Subject 19 and was unable to be contacted further. Colleagues noted that after this, Dr. Shiragami withdrew himself from social contact and dismissed his assistants for the holiday break.
My request to euthanize this being have been denied by my superiors. I know what I must do. I've locked down the lab. No one is getting in.
On the night of November 29th, Dr. Shiragami tampered with the container controls to electrocute Subject 19. An industrial flamethrower was reported missing during an inventory check. When security confronted Dr. Shiragami outside the examination room, he revealed the weapon.
Doctor, put the weapon
This
down.
doesn't need to be a situation.
This is your final warning.
Just wait until the process is done.
Put the
We can
weapon
talk.
on the ground and move away from the door. Hold your fire.
Tango down. What the hell was that?
Contamination! Run! Go! Go!
Subject 19 had begun growing exponentially and escaped underground, taking the facility with it and killing 112 in the process. Citizens of Yokohama awoke the next morning to the startling sight of Subject 19's new form. The Japanese government ordered for Subject 19 to be destroyed to stop its roots from expanding further into the city. Scientists that previously had worked on Subject 19 cooperated to create a plan of attack. After the flower's collapse, aerial photography revealed that not only was Subject 19 still alive, but mutating. This time, Subject 19 took on a Godzilla-like form as it became mobile. The UNGCC debuted the MBT-92 Maser Cannon, the newest arsenal in fighting superfauna threats. Godzilla's immediate reaction was curiosity instead of aggression. With Godzilla trapped, Subject 19 began absorbing G cells to further mutate itself. Military units organized in the Aokigahara forest to reroute Godzilla back to the ocean. Radar showed a large mass moving in on his location. The toxic blast released by Subject 19 seemed to have a paralyzing effect on Godzilla. He was unconscious for 4 days before returning to the sea. He was was inactive after this event for 3 months. In the end, thousands died or were seriously injured. Yokohama had transformed forever. Today, Subject 19, now officially named Biollante, has taken control over parts of the Okigahara forest. Although generally peaceful now, Biollante's presence has attracted several other superfauna that sometimes become aggressive when she's threatened. Due to this incident, the use of G-cells has been made illegal in all experimental research. Additionally, most sea-level shelters have been updated appropriately for automatic decontamination protocols. What can we learn from this incident? Simple mistakes can have deadly consequences. Whether you're operating a shelter during a crisis or notice a colleague not doing well, always refer to the safety protocols provided by the UNGCC and speak with a supervisor. The victims of Shelter 54 live on in Biollante, never able to live, never able to die. Forever a dark reminder of our mistakes.